crazy. I'm not 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 crazy, crazy.
Brandy.
What's up?
You are crazy.
Hi, guys. You are tuned into Brandy Denise's podcast called I'm Not Crazy. ... Today's been a good day. Like, before I even get into my guest person, I woke up this morning. My girlfriend had told me, like, when she wakes up in the morning, she tells herself, like, today was already a good day. And I woke up this morning and, like, I lit some kind of stick that my girlfriend told me would clear the energies, and then, like, I listened to, like, a YouTube video about, like, being in alignment and, like, how I'm in alignment and how to know you're in alignment. And then I was like, today's already a good day. And guess what? It's noon. A bitch been up since 7 a.m. and it's been a motherfucking good day. Okay? Okay. So I'm Brandy Denise. You are tuning into my show. I'm not crazy. I'm testing that out because I think that's gonna be my intro song. I'm not crazy. Okay. First of all, I'm going live right now. So if you're watching me on live, you're going to be able to see this on YouTube in a little. My Lyft driver. Oh, my God. Yeah, I do drive Lyft. Hey, this is what I do when I'm not driving. I do podcasts. So if you follow me on the YouTubes, these are going to be posted. All of these are going to be dropping. It's going to be on my YouTube. You can watch it live as well as listen to it. Anyway, let's get into it. So my first guest today is my motherfucking 100-grand man. I don't even know if I said that right. He light-skinned.
What?
He from Ohio.
What?
He funnier than that thing.
What?
Talking about we be in the back of comedy shows roasting people.
Roasting you.
Roasting them.
Roasting you.
Roasting them.
Roasting you.
Man, ad-libs be on point.
Hey.
Had me dead. Be in the car.
Hey.
Going to get food.
Hey.
We be splitting snacks.
You know who I am.
You know who he is.
You know who I am.
You know who he is.
You know who I am.
It's Kal Hamilton.
Hey, yo, what's up, Brandy Denise? What's poppin'?
What's
Chi-Town in the
good?
building. Every city.
Midwest in the building.
Hey, we out here, man.
We out here. We literally out here in LA. We are literally out here.
We messed up, but we out here.
We out here.
We hungry.
You know.
We hungry, but we out here.
So funny. I got people tuning into my live like, my Lyft driver. I do plug myself when I'm driving. If I feel like you deserve it, I'll let you know. But other than that, I don't be talking to them people. I talk to some of them now. Okay, so we're going to get straight into it. This is my favorite thing to do. It's because it's just like, it's so fun. It's like I get to ask people questions about crazy things they done in their life and intimate relationships. What type of passion or love has led you to madness or restraining orders or court orders or jail or getting your ass beat or beating the ass?
Man.
I love this topic. It's like snapped, but ain't nobody die. You get it's like snapped light. That's what this show is. It's like snapped light. Okay. Okay, so Kyle.
Yeah.
I know you be out in these streets.
I'm here.
Kyle always be telling me about women.
Hey.
Kyle loves women.
I love women.
So I know you done fell in love with some women. Kyle told me one time about how he fell in love with a girl in 4 days. So I know you done fell in love with some women and you done had some crazy stories happen. Like so,
crazy.
So hit me.
Man.
Let's get it jumping. Tell me, how old were you?
Man, this story comes from
y'all like karaoke.
this story has to come from about 10 years, about 10, 11 years ago.
Okay, so you were about 33 then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were in your early 20s.
Yeah, early 20s.
Okay, so you could blame it on that.
Yeah, fresh out of college.
Just start drinking.
Just started drinking. Right.
Legally
started drinking. Yeah, I was on that Patron.
Oh, you was man, when I was drinking in college, we was drinking, it was called Popov. I think we used to call it Pop-Off.
Oh, you was drinking gas station vodka.
Yeah, it was $8 a bottle.
Shout out to everybody who drink gas station vodka. McCormick's. Man, about 11 years ago, I knew this girl. Knew her. Like, we was cool, right? I don't know how we got cool, but we was cool. And,
so you was cool, like?
We was cool. We was tight.
You lend her money, y'all was friends.
We was so much tight, like, you know, we got our cars. We put rims on both of our cars at the same place at the same time. Like,
y'all pay for each other?
No. We sat in the room together and kept each other company. You know,
okay.
like we was cool. Like, hey, you about to get your rims done? Me too. one day,
Did y'all plan to get y'all rims done at the same time?
we was cool.
Okay.
Like, I think she was doing it, and I came,
Okay.
Man, when I tell you this story about to take a turn, I'm saying
Were y'all dating?
no, we
Okay.
never dated.
So
we
she
never
was a
dated.
homegirl.
She was a homegirl.
Okay, she
See,
was a
we never
homegirl.
date. We never dated. I wanted to date, but
She had rims. She was
she
like,
had
I'm
rim
straight.
right, and she's smart. Right now, she a doctor. She might be on my Facebook or something. She a doctor. She know who I'm talking about. One night, I was at home, and we stayed about 30 minutes away from each other.
And this is in Ohio.
Yeah, but
Okay.
she stayed in Kentucky.
Okay.
And she called me, said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." It was a Thursday. She said, "Well, my roommate's not here." And I said, "All right," and in my mind, I don't got no gas. So I was like, "What does that mean?" But she said, "Hey, I'm about to come pick you up." I'm like, "Oh, okay. You about to drive 30?"
Okay.
Wait.
You got a car with rims, but you ain't got no gas to go to Kentucky.
Hey, listen.
So
my rims was shiny, though.
That's what literally what Boosie
I had
mean when he
shiny
say
rims.
pull up to the club, gas tank
On
on E,
E.
all drinks on me.
All drinks on me.
This nigga had rims.
Man, when I
and no
tell
gas.
you, Brandon, this story is so true to heart.
I believe it.
You know when stories be true
I
when
know
they be
Kal.
like,
I feel like
man,
Kal would
y'all
have
listening to
a
the story.
Tesla
I'm never gonna tell the story.
with no energy.
Hey, with no
With no
with
battery.
no GPS,
No battery.
no
life.
battery. It take gas. I got a Tesla to take gas.
He got a Tesla that take gas.
I got an Tesla. I got an Tesla.
Okay, so she like
She said I'm about to
coming to
come.
get
She
you.
said I'm about to come pick you up, Cal. I said, oh, okay, cool. I'm not hyped because we friends. We friends. So why I'm gonna be hyped for? But she's coming to pick me up where her homegirls basically at a club at, right? So I was like, all right, cool. She picked me up, drove me back down 30 minutes to her place, right? We're cool. As we're walking up to her place, I said to her, and we're cool. I said to her in a joking way, I said, I can see you on Cheaters. And I never said nothing like that. I was just like, I'm playing. She opened the door. We go in the room. I remember we're watching TV, and I'm trying, but I realized it wasn't about to happen.
So you trying to get in the pants.
I'm trying to get in the pants, but once I realized she still had a belt on, and I'm like, wait,
First of all, a belt doesn't mean that you can't have sex with a woman.
But we're friends, so I wasn't about to,
Okay, so you wasn't gonna undo
we're
her
friends.
belt. Okay.
So but we're laying in the bed. Next thing you know, she undressed, but we're not naked. I'm in a boxer. She's in underwear. We're not naked.
You skipping so much. Was y'all making out? Was you
nothing.
Rubbing the titties? What was you doing?
I was trying. I think maybe a titty, a nipple, maybe a nipple.
Okay, you got a nipple free.
Maybe,
okay.
yeah. But we're friends, so I don't know what happened from there. All I know is about 3 in the morning. No, about 1 in the morning. Her cell phone on her dresser started ringing, ring, and I'm like, God damn! Ringing. And I'm
what the fuck is a difference between a ring and a ring and ringing?
Look, look, people. When you ring somebody, you call once or twice. Once,
okay,
and twice because they could have been in the bathroom, But her phone was just ringing so much, and I told her we're cool. And I woke up, I said, "Yo, you need to answer that." She said, "No, that's just my roommate. She drunk." And I'm like, "Oh man, this is crazy. She got a drunk roommate, man. Cool." And
did she even look at the phone, or she just made that up?
I know she had to look at it, but I don't know, we're cool, we're friends, we're in the bed, boxers on. Next thing you know, like her girl come home, her cell phone stopped ringing.
Okay.
Cell phone stopped ringing for about 10 minutes.
Roommate pull up.
I hear the door open. We're watching
the
8 Mile.
The house door.
We're watching 8 Mile during a rap battle.
Right.
I'm falling asleep.
Mom spaghetti.
Right, mom spaghetti. I wake up. I'm like, where am I at? Because I never spent the night over here before. I wake up. I'm barely up. 3 o'clock in the morning. Her door open. I'm like, God damn, she got some Rudy ass roommates.
Like, damn.
I was like, who the fuck opens your door?
Right.
Like, what? I was like, but she's drunk, right? So it's dark. Flick comes the switch. It's this nigga. It's a straight nigga.
What'd he look like?
Like a killer. He looked like a killer.
Was he bigger than you?
From the size, maybe, yeah, because I was small. Because I didn't know what it was 3 in the morning. I'm small at 3 in the morning. My weight don't get
very vulnerable.
My weight don't get up to me until about 8. You know,
very vulnerable.
I have my midnight weight on. You know,
okay.
I'm skinny. You know, so next thing you know, is this dude standing there. He done waited for her roommate to get home from the club. When her roommate is opening the door, pushed her out the way and came in the room.
I know that's right. I done that before.
The roommate gone in the bed, already in bed. The roommate drunk. She think he's there. He's standing there crying with the light on.
He crying?
Crying.
Oh my God.
Whenever you see a black guy crying, you're about to die. You're about to die. If you see a black man crying over a girl, that means he's ready to kill somebody.
Oh my God. First teal fell. You knew
he was dead. I knew. And I got my midnight weight on. I ain't heavy or nothing.
Somebody wrote that midnight weight.
I got my midnight weight on. Man, let me tell you something. I'm telling this is a true damn story. He's standing there. I'm in my boxers. All I hear is the rap battle about to end. I'm like, oh. I'm listening to 8 Mile. I'm like, what? He crying, and I say, what do you say in that situation? You can't say nothing.
Excuse me, I have to go.
No, because this is your friend. I'm like, wait, like, she throws she's still asleep. She throws the cover over me when she sees this guy. You know how scared I was when the cover got over me?
He saw you though, right?
He saw me. She threw the cover over me like I was going to disappear. This ain't magic, mama. Wake me up. No, I'm up. I told the dude, because at that point, I'm like, here come my weight. It's getting up there.
Okay.
You know, it's about 3:34 in the morning. I'm like, let me get I told him straight up, I said, look, bro, I don't know you. I don't, it's 3:30 in the morning. His first words was, it's our anniversary. Oh, Tony anniversary? Or what kind of anniversary you got?
He said Tony anniversary.
That night. He said that night. We've been together for 2 years. That night.
Nah, he was
2 years.
He was together for 2 years. She was on some bullshit for.
I don't know. That was my friend. So I told him, I said, look, if you want to fight, man, at least let me put my clothes on. And he don't know I don't have my clothes. He just see a shirt off because I'm like, I got.
At least let me take the condom off. Damn, like what?
Hey, you know I'm raw dog.
No.
Hey, when I'm telling you, this nigga stood right there, and when he started pounding on the door, anytime a dude take his fist and do this, like
he's trying to calm down.
He's trying to calm down, but he's really hyping himself up. Next thing you know, he disappeared. He gone.
I hope you disappeared after that.
I can't. I'm 30 minutes away, and she picked me up.
Oh.
So I'm thinking like, oh man, this.
And Uber and Lyft wasn't around.
Wasn't around then. I ain't have. It was bootlegs back then. I ain't have $10.
You had to hitchhike.
Man, when I tell you, the only thing you can think about is his boys is outside, and if his boys is outside, they about to hype him up to say, nah, fuck that dude. I'm about to kill him. So right then I had to get dressed. Man, I sit in the living room, and when I tell you this is my last time ever watching Jenny Jones.
First of all,
hey,
the fact that
I watched Jenny Jones at 4:30 in the morning and cried. I dropped some tears.
You cried because I
cried because I was scared and happy, and I was scared some more. You know.
Okay, but where did he go? Did he come back?
He came back and went in the room, and
he just was like.
He passed me up.
He was just like.
I was like, God is good. Yeah, God is good. Pass me up, and I'm hungry, so I don't know if I'm gonna go in the refrigerator or not. So I'm like, man, it's 5 in the morning. Man, he left or he stayed. And all she did was say, the only word she said was 2 words the whole way. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, so she took you home?
Yeah, she had to.
Wow.
She had to take me home, man. She had to take me home. You know I played that off on the highway so good. I almost threw myself on the highway. Why you do this to me? You know what I mean? We friends.
That's terrible. No, y'all weren't friends.
We wasn't friends.
Y'all wasn't
and
friends.
I asked her, I asked her on the highway, I said, why couldn't you just tell me you had to do? Like, we're friends. And It was never. It's still a mystery. So I hope she's watching, cause hey, it's still a mystery.
We want answers.
Why
We
you ain't
want
tell me? You know,
motherfucking
we
answers.
want answers. We want answers. So thank God I got out that situation. You know, God was on my side. You know, but I don't wish nobody. Have you ever been in a situation like that where you had two guys but you're a cheater once in a life. You know, not now, but
I ain't got nobody to cheat on right now.
hey, you know, but back in like, you know, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, you know, you never had two
Um,
guys confront you?
Absolutely not.
Woo.
First of all, no. But I do know one of the things that he did that I have done
What?
is when you said that he waited for the roommate to come in
Mm-hmm.
and then he pushed out the way and went into the apartment.
Mm.
So hold on. It was my freshman year of college at FAMU.
Mm.
Me and my roommate had been fighting. It was a chocolate girl. Her name was Charlene. We was going at it. And I remember she was like a year older than me, but she was like a freshman who, I don't know, she failed or she started late. I don't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But me and her had been going at it. And I remember her being in the room. Like we in an apartment dorm setup. So I had my own room, she had her own room, but we had roommates. Like we had two twin beds in a room.
Right.
So she in there and she's in there talking about me. Yeah, and this little girl thinks she gonna do this. Because when I started college, I was 17, so I was younger than everybody. At that point, I was 18. I'm like, I'm a grown now. So she like, and this little girl thinks she gonna do this and this and that and this and that and that girl and this and that. So I'm in the room getting mad. But instead of going over there, I sent her a text. And I said, I'll be wrong if I come over there and beat your ass. Right? I text her this.
Damn.
And then I called my mom and I called my dad and I told them what was happening. And I remember my stepdad telling me this. He said, sometimes, Brandy, people push you to your limit just to see if you're going to do something. And sometimes you got to do something. And I don't remember if my mother condoned this or not, but I do remember my stepdad telling me this. And I was like, oh, he just gave me the green light, right? So I knocked on the door. She wouldn't open it. So then her roommate came in. And I remember I was standing in my doorway and I watched her roommate. She had to walk past me to get into that room. And she was like, hey, Brandy, how you doing? But she knew me and Charlene had been beefing. She's like, hey, Brandy, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm good. How you? As soon as she opened up that door, I pushed her out the fucking way and ran into that room. And I ran in there and I was like, what's all that shit you was talking? Da, 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 da. And then it went on for like 10 minutes. It was a whole lot of, well, you hit me. Well, no, you hit me. Well, you hit me. Well, you hit me.
Right.
And then I don't remember what happened, but I don't know if that bitch leaned in or what. But at that point, we had each other in like a headlock chokehold. So they separated us. I'm talking about I had on the tube top, titties out. I'm just like, fuck it, we going. So they done separated us. I done went back into my room. Her and the girl done went into the room. They done locked the door.
Both of y'all titties was out?
I don't know if hers was, but I know mine was. My little 8 cups was that.
I about to say, we don't care about yours. But
This guy. So so at that point, I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. But they done locked the door. They won't let me back in there. So I'm in my room. And let me tell you how cocky I was. I called my best friend at the time. Her name was Kia. I called her. She lived in Fort Lauderdale. I said, I'm about to beat my roommate ass. Listen to this. I put it on speakerphone. I called my boyfriend at the time. I said, come over. Y'all, I'm about to beat her ass. So 2 niggas came over, and I had my best friend on speakerphone. I went into my bedroom. I put on a white T-shirt, a pair of basketball shorts, put my hair in a ponytail, put on some pink Timberlands, and stood in the hallway and waited for them. They were like, we got to get you out of here. Pack a bag. It's not safe to stay here. Da, 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 da. So as they walking out, one of the girls' boyfriend comes out first. Then her roommate comes out, and she last. Soon as she came out that room, I grabbed her by the throat and just started choking her on the wall. And then I did like this like kung fu move where I kicked my leg from underneath her and pushed her down on the ground. And she was about the same size as me, but she was like 2 inches taller, and I knew I had to get her on the ground to really get at her because she was a little taller. So I did this leg swoop, put her ass on the ground. And when I got her on the ground, I just mollywopped the fuck out of her. I was going to town, and I had to stop because the bitch bit my hand. Like it was like teeth marks in my hand. And it was like I had literally went like I was seeing red because when they picked me up off of her, they was like, Brandy, you gotta stop. I was just laughing like a crazy person, laughing hysterically, like Now tell everybody that. Tell everybody that. And as they taking me off of her, I'm dead ass like kicking her with my Timberlands because I was just so infuriated. And she was just like, I'm going to tell everybody. Anyway, you shouldn't be fighting.
No fight.
I ended up getting charged by the school like an $800 fine. They said for cursing, for breaking and entering, for violence and whatever. And I had to pay like $800. But
Damn.
also, she never fucked with me again. Okay? You can't just let people
can't let people fuck with you.
Keep doing it. She had done it the whole school year. And so, you know, that felt good. But I feel him on that.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you got to be a passive to be aggressive. You got to
do it.
wait in the hallway and wait for somebody else to open that door so you could go get at who you really trying to get at.
Sometimes you got to open your own door.
I ain't had no locksmith,
had no,
so I couldn't even do all
Hey,
that.
shout out to somebody who said you was at FAMU. Which dorm were you at? Man, she rich. She stayed off
It was
campus.
in apartments. It was behind Palmetto South. It was, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that was a very interesting story.
Yeah.
How did you and her friendship go after?
It's crazy because she's really a doctor. And so I'm like,
We're not a doctor.
Huh?
Is she like a pharmacist?
No, she's really.
Or she's delivering babies?
Yeah, she's really in there with a white robe. Like she's in the hospital with the white robe.
I just want you to know that nurses wear white robes too.
Hey, no, she's a doctor. I be, you see people doing stuff online.
He follows her. He like, I thought we was friends.
I thought we were friends.
He's still hurt.
I'm so hurt.
I love you.
Now that I let it out, y'all know.
Is her and the guy still together?
No, I mean, she's one of those girls who travels the world. She don't need nobody. She got her own money, so she just lives her life and travels the world.
Oh, she sound like me.
Yeah, she's a little bit like you. You be gone.
I be gone.
You be gone. I need to go. I need to go somewhere, man. No, that's crazy.
Oh, your battery's dying.
My battery always dies.
So tell me a little bit about what you got going on. Kyle is also a comedian as well.
Hey, what I got going on? Well, I had a couple shows going on. I'm about to actually go on a tour. So
you
praise
going on
God.
tour.
Yeah,
That's really good, though.
Praise God. Starting in September 1st, I'm in Vegas. And then I'm gonna be out there with Mickey Howard in Vegas. She's a all-around great singer. Great.
I know who that is.
Yeah, so Chicago. Yeah, I'm real cool with her, and she's letting me open up her shows.
That's
and
really
then,
dope.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be in Virginia. I go to New York, Atlanta, then back here, the Flappers. So that's coming up soon, next month.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Recently, recently we've just had like one of the largest mass shootings.
Yeah, sad, man.
In America, I think it's like the eighth highest number to happen in American history, but also like the largest to happen since 2016.
Yeah.
So one of them was in Ohio. I know you're from Ohio.
Dayton, yeah.
But I used to live in Dayton.
You know how close that is to Cincinnati? It's 20 minutes away.
I lived in Dayton for 2 years. I still have family there. I haven't posted anything about it, but yeah, that's heavy. And let me ask you this, because do you feel yourself being more hyper aware when you go anywhere or go places, or when you go to the movies, or when you go to the bowling alley or concerts?
So that's a good question. Like, I just went to go see that rock movie, Calvin and Hobbes, right?
Was it good? I heard it wasn't.
It's long. It's like, okay.
They said it was 3 hours. Quentin Tarantino. No, that wasn't Quentin Tarantino. I'm thinking about a whole different movie.
But
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I try to watch that on Fire Stick, and it's clear. So shout out to Fire Stick. So it's okay. But it's crazy that you said that. I went with my girl, and it's crazy because she always liked to sit on the end.
Okay.
The end seats. Mm-hmm. But I was like, no, we can sit in the middle. And she's like, what if a shooting happened? I think I'm way more hyper aware. Like, especially being in a city like this.
So hold on, wait a minute. So you don't want to sit on the end?
I don't want to sit on the end because I don't like that seat. And I know there's a lot of women don't want to sit in the middle because they're like, hey, if something shooting happened, we want to go. And I get that, but I'm not trying to live my life in fear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not walking in a Walmart, but
You're not walking. Okay, well, you gotta.
I'm just. It's too crazy out here. I mean, we're in LA where you got to be on that every second. What do? It's a sad cause, man. But I saw the realest post the other day, and they said gun control We lost all hope with gun control once the Shady Hook. Once we said it was
Sandy
okay.
Hook to kill
The
children.
kid, yeah. Once they said, once we forget about that, and it still don't happen. Once they said, okay, kids got killed, we can move on. And it's not no hope.
So, you have a son?
Yeah.
How old is he?
Shout out to Jayden, 15. This turned 15 July 5th.
A comedian colleague of mine, Kristen Toomey, had made a post that said, I posted it on my Instagram page. That said, as a white mother
Mm-hmm.
of a white son, I'm going home to scare the fear of God in him.
Does he say that?
She said that, and and I think like it's not just a race thing, but I do think like, I was listening to it on the radio this morning. There's a popular radio station out here. I believe all of the hosts to be white.
Right.
As much as they were talking about explaining this type of tragedy to their children and what they should do, I really think that they should also be talking to their children about, like, do you have any problems? Because the people that are doing these are white kids. And so it's like, I wonder if any of these shooters' parents had ever had conversations with them about ones that had happened previously, or if it was just like, this is what you do in an emergency, or are you yourself having any problems, Because I feel like at some point or place, there had to be some type of surveillance over your children.
Yeah.
Like,
I just think
how are you not watching what your children
I
are doing?
agree.
Like, even like your kids posting assault rifles, spelling out the word Trump, or putting it on their Facebook page. How is that not a red flag?
Well, it's because kids now, we grew up almost in the same era where we didn't have rights like kids do now. Kids have too many rights and think they owed something. They think their bedroom is really their room. Like, hey, get out my room. This is the part of the house I pay
think
for.
It's a studio apartment.
Yeah, they think like this is adjacent to my mom's house. Like, no, it's not.
Adjacent.
This is part of the same damn house.
That's hilarious.
And they get to lock doors. My hand, I didn't even have a handle. It was just push.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember
no
having
locked
my
doors.
doorknob taken off.
Yeah, we couldn't have no locked doors on our damn.
So let me ask you, what have you had conversations with your son about any of these occurrences, and if so, what do they sound like?
I do, because my son, my son's in therapy. A lot of people don't know he's in therapy, and I try to tell him, like, hey, if you got a problem, come talk to me. Regardless, I think a lot of parents feel like a therapist, and that wasn't my choice. My choice is, hey, talk to me first. If you really got it, we're he's a growing man and I'm a man, so it's like, come talk to me. If you got a problem at school, anything, I want you to feel like, I think a lot of kids don't feel like they can't go to their parents.
This is true.
So I want my son to know I'm gonna be first. Like, don't worry about therapists. Come to me first, and we'll figure it out. Because a lot of parents now don't have time to deal with their kids' problems.
This is do you feel like I couldn't imagine being in high school right now with as many like high school shootings that are going on. Like,
man,
I feel like they literally have drills.
Yeah.
Like we used to have fire drills, tornado drills.
They have shooting drills.
And active shooter drills is what they call them.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like I can't like has your
my son goes to all boys school.
My
son goes to all boys school private, so I think it's more. I think at his school, it's more subjective. I think in Cincinnati, it's two types. It's a private school, or you just going to a public where it could be good and bad. I think like every city. But in Cincinnati, it's crazy because you have a rich neighborhood, and because it's in the district, you're going to the hood school. Because the hood's kids is majority of the school. I had to talk with my son. I haven't had to talk with him about that. I think that's more. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to think about that and him going to school. I always think about, because we're out here, we might see real famous superstars, and we're cool. I was firsthand say you are not ever starstruck unless it's never been the case. But we do see people on another echelon where we're like, damn. And we will get an opportunity to talk, maybe take a picture. And now I'm very, very careful who I take a picture with. For the simple fact, somebody will say, oh, you with Kevin Hart? Oh, he got money. Because a picture now to people who's hungry is worth a million words. And my son, if you know what I mean, if he gets taken, anything can happen. So I try to be real cautious about that. But school shootings, it's nothing you can do. That's the sad part. It's just like, Teachers can bring gun, shoot the shooter, you know. That- But I just don't like how they're taking these shooters in. Like it seems like they're not getting shot. Like
The one in Dayton got shot, killed though, right?
oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, because they didn't. But
Because
what?
he was about to go into
Yeah,
a nightclub, and
but
they
but
killed
do you
him
understand?
before he did.
Do you understand what that looks? That's where he shot at was just like walking down Hollywood Boulevard. It's the green, at the Funny Bone. I feel like there's nothing you can do. I think everybody should have a gun.
Okay, so you,
I'm one of those people. Everybody should have
you-
one.
wow.
Not everybody. But okay, what's the purpose of you having felonies and saying you can't get one? If you don't have a felony or drug charges, you can get
But
one.
let me ask you this. Okay. The people who did a lot of the shootings were legal gun owners.
Right.
And so you want to give gun. What do you mean everybody should have a gun? Do you mean that everybody? Because
Everybody should.
Because, like, listen, I can go legally purchase a gun. I don't have a gun because I don't really
But you
want
should.
a gun.
It's
But
your right.
So you're saying that, yeah, it is my right, but I have a lot of other rights, too, that I don't.
But you use every
implement.
right. But your right to bear arms is a right.
I know, but you're saying everybody should have a gun. Everybody doesn't want one. And the problem isn't
Well,
that everybody...
If everybody don't want
we're
one,
having shootings because everybody doesn't have one. We're having shootings because the wrong people have them.
I think the wrong people, but it's never the right people. I think if you cut off the shootings, you're cutting off.
Do you have a gun?
No,
But you can.
But I can.
But you don't. Why? But you think everybody should have one.
I'm actually in talks about getting one.
Okay.
Because it's me versus you, and it's not gonna be me. It can't be me, and that's my mentality. If
I just feel like it would be so many more. Like that's
it's me versus you. It's me versus you.
That's not removing.
It's not removing
the
but
problem.
But
it's adding more complications.
But
it's
it
gonna be
can't-
more senseless
but
killings.
but it can't be more senseless killings if more people have them that know how to have sense. I don't think people. Okay. Put it like this. Put it like this.
Okay.
Put it like this. Put it like this. You got 100 people, right? They all got guns, right? 60 of them shoot somebody. Those 60 was gonna shoot somebody regardless. It's nothing you could do about it because they had guns. And if they do shoot somebody, let's get them out. Because they don't know how to obviously act. It's just like driver license. A lot of people drive without license. That don't stop them from driving. You know, it's almost the same thing. Like
That's like saying everyone should have a car. Everyone doesn't need a car. It would be more accidents. But it's their legal right to have a car.
It is
but-
because if they was accident prone, then they would have one. If they knew how to act, you don't think everybody should have a gun, man? Listen, I think you should have a mental check. I think you should have a background check. I think there should be a gun for every teacher, and not every teacher, but it should definitely be a safe zone for a teacher to have one in a school.
Okay.
You don't think so? You was a teacher,
No.
so you don't think they should have one on the school ground that only the principal and superintendent know? What? So how many more school shootings do you have?
I would, if you're not going to reel back on the gun laws, then I would just be more protective and implement what are those things they have to the things they have to center that they walk through?
Yeah, the detectors.
Detectors.
Yeah. Well, do you want everywhere to feel like you're going to prison? Do you want to go to church with a detector?
I mean, you know, if you're not going to get rid of the guns, then at least protect me from them. So yeah, I'm okay with that.
So you're okay going in every store with them saying, "Let me check your bag," in every store from now on? Let me check your bag before you go in. Any Walmart,
If
Target,
you're
the
not
movie?
going to get rid of the guns, then yes, I'm okay with that.
So you give up your privacy for the guns.
I mean, I don't have nothing in my purse that you don't need to see anyway.
Right,
I mean,
but that's you.
But I'm talking about a metal detector. I'm not talking about going through my things.
So a metal detector everywhere?
I would be okay with that if you're not going to get rid of the guns.
I will be okay with it. I won't a metal. I will be okay with it.
Like, I don't even know if they have those at. Do they have them at amusement parks? I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't bring your own water in there. let alone a gun. But I mean, I agree with you. I mean, it's so sad. It's so sad the shooting, and they're not gonna stop. I just told her before you came. I feel like the only way it's gonna stop in America is when a big politician's son or wife gets killed, or something has to happen drastic where it's just gonna be like, oh my God, we're gonna shut this down today.
I don't even
It's
know
too much
about
money
that.
on the line too. You know, if
Yeah.
you get rid of killings, if you get rid of drugs, you get rid of probation officer. You get rid of probation officer, you get rid of jail. It's a money. Like you get rid of all these things. If it's not money, but it shit. It's sad to say. What are you gonna do? You gotta live life. Just be cautious walking around. You know,
Right.
I'm always walking you to your car. You know, it's not because I can stop a bullet. It's just I feel like nowadays you should. People should have
That's a very nice thing too though,
Mhm.
because sometimes guys don't do that. And
Mhm.
I've
Yeah.
definitely looked at a guy like sideways, like, oh,
Yeah, and
you're
it
not gonna
shows a
walk
lot
me to my
about them.
car.
Yeah, it shows a lot about somebody. Even if I ain't gonna
That's
go on a second date
interesting.
with you, I'll still walk you to your car because at the end of the day, even if it don't work out, we're still people. And if I like you, we're gonna rock out. But
Right.
I don't want on my conscience something to happen to you.
Speaking of, so I live in Hollywood now,
Oh,
and
big money, heavyweight. You went on season 6 Power, and you out here. You see what happens when you got your hand in the bucket?
I live in a studio apartment, rent controlled in Hollywood.
Hey.
Okay. And so I've been noticing like late at night, like when I walk home, like I come in around 10:30, sometimes 11, depending. I walk home like it's literally like a block and a half. I never park too far away from the
Right.
house. If it's too far away, I'll Uber, but I
Right.
haven't had to park that far away. So within walking in that block and a half, I've literally had like 3 different men driving pull over, and I had to ask one of my friends. I said, "Is like prostitution like high over here or something?" Because they'd be like pulling over, like, "Hey, mommy," or woo woo, like doing stuff like that. And like literally the other night, I felt so good. I want to say it was Thursday night. I was coming in. I went to Bronson. Shout out to Bronson Bar, dope ass
Hey,
comedy
shout out to
show.
Sunset.
I had went there, and afterwards I was coming in. It was probably around 1:30, and I'm walking home, and literally a guy's like, "Hey, mamacita," or something. And he drove down the block and he turned back around to say the same thing to me. And I just stopped where I was and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he just drove off. I felt so empowered. And then like a couple days before that, I was walking down the sidewalk and this happened. You know how you like walk in and it's like a driveway? A man was coming out of the driveway and I was like, "Well, you go because you're in the car." And he was like, "No, you go." And then I was like, "You go." And then finally I walked. And then when I walked, he was like, "What's up, pretty skin?"
He said, "What's up, pretty skin?"
Yeah, and I didn't respond. And he was like, "What, you don't fuck with dark skin? You don't fuck with brown skin? You think you a white bitch?" He yelled that as I'm walking home at like 10:30 at night. He was like, "You think you a white bitch? You ain't a white bitch!" And he was yelling that. And then I started like doing this. Like, I started jumping up and down because I saw, like, bugs on the sidewalk. So he's like, "You ain't a white bitch." And I'm just jumping up and down. And then, like, I started running. I just started running. And,
It's
like,
crazy. You gotta
obviously.
be careful. If I knew you lived over there, yeah, you gotta be careful.
I mean, but you know what? I mean, like, real talk. I lived in Chicago for 7 years. And LA ain't got shit on that.
LA don't, but the scary part about LA is somebody that looks just like me and you will walk up to us and start screaming. Like, perfect. Shoes are tied.
Here's the thing, though. One of the things that I've learned is, just get loud. As soon as you get loud, you start causing the scene. People will leave you alone. Because
You're right.
I done had that happen. They
Crazy
walk up
don't
on
know
me
crazy.
and I just be like, "What do you want? What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?" They be like, "Oh, you too?
Like,
I ain't see you at the meeting, girl." I told people to hit them in the toe. If you see somebody crazy, hit them in the toe. See if they're crazy after that.
Whatever, people. But yeah, you gotta especially being a woman. I'm not timid at all. If you making me feel
No, they
uncomfortable.
see your small stature, see your petite, and just think like, "Oh, that's crazy," But I mean, that's Hollywood, though. That's Hollywood. Maybe you should start vlogging it and say this is the dark side of Hollywood, as a woman, that'd be a good little vlog for you too.
And then I'm just standing on the corner waiting for people to pull up and try and pick me up.
Yeah. And then
that
you
seems
can say,
dangerous.
And then you go to their car like code 47. We got them.
Then I get tased, and then my
It's all
vlog
right.
is
It's
over.
all right. Hey, if you die, you got that for something out here. No, this was definitely one of the dopest podcasts I've been on, Brandy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 good ones.
Okay. Well, this has been dope.
Yeah.
I enjoyed your story.
Hey.
I
never shared it, so.
That's good. Really. That's just such an interesting.
I never
dynamic.
forget it. Yeah, I never forget it. It was
The
crazy.
fact that you went and sat in the living room and watched Jenny Jones,
I watched
like,
Jenny Jones at 4:30
you dead ass was like, I really don't got nowhere to go.
because where I'm gonna go.
Right.
Take me in your Honda Civic back up my way, 30 minutes away. Why did you come get me for 30 minutes away to do this?
I would have never picked up a guy who had a car with rims who didn't have gas.
Well, I think I didn't tell her I had gas. I just said like, "Hey, my rim been like, you know."
Oh.
When guys don't have gas, we're not telling you we don't have gas.
Okay.
Like when we say we don't have gas, it's like, "Hey, somebody blocking me in." Like that's our we don't have gas. You know what I mean? Hey, somebody block. Like you go over there, like who?
What's
Oh, they
another?
just
What's
left.
another one for I don't have gas?
I don't have gas. That's it, man. That's it, Brandy. You ain't getting no.
My tag expired.
Oh no, nigga tag expired. When he say that, he for real. You know,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
because you
that's
can
the
you can
real
look at
one.
the tag. Yeah, you can look at the tag. That's it. If somebody
Okay.
block, I use somebody blocking me, and when that happens, Brandy comes swoop me. You'll pull up. I'm on a one way. No way. I'm the first car in line.
You stupid.
Pull forward.
Okay. So we've had Kal Hamilton on the show.
Hey.
So give us your at info tag.
Hey, this is Kal Hamilton at Kal with a Kal Hamilton on everything. Look me up. Come to a city. Come to a show. Go support your girl Brandy. Keep listening to this dope ass podcast.
Yes, keep listening to my podcast. I'm not crazy. ... Thank you guys for tuning in to another one. Have a great day. It's been a great day. Bye.
Peace.